Northwest this morning. The internet is changing the way we buy and sell our homes, especially for millennials. Here to share how we can all make the most of the online trend, we welcome real estate broker Louise Phillips Forbes. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Helen.
So how has technology changed the way we buy and sell our homes?
Technology has completely revolutionized how we do everything, but particularly buying and selling your home. You know, for myself as an agent, we got away from our desk with our smartphones, giving us the ability to be out in the field. And today we have the 88% of our market is really buying and researching their real estate online. And many are buying them sight unseen because of what we have now with digital.
Yeah, we can see from our homes what they look like without going there in person.
And that experiential experience with the visual tools of video tours, drones to be able to see what's happening in the neighborhood. And we also have new technology that we're about to launch in Manhattan with my company, Halstead Property. They have what is called dollhouse view technology, where you, at the touch of a finger, can have a 360-degree, room-by-room virtual experience.
Wow, that is awesome. Now, millennials are the biggest home buyers right now, right?
Yes, they are dominating our first-time market.
And what are they buying?
They're migrating to the urban environment. Part of that is because the jobs are actually located and clustered in cities like Seattle, Chicago, Portland. New York, parts of New York, certainly Brooklyn and Nashville, and they are buying in these environments because they want to be close to transportation. They don't want to own a car. They want the bike lanes that we're seeing in the infrastructure of all of our cities. And they're buying modest, but they are the biggest impact in our housing market.
So how is that affecting us older home buyers?
One of the things that is great about the millennial generation is they are not afraid to push the envelope of what location means. So we can see in my market trends in Brooklyn where people would not even take the subway to, that those buyers that bought for $13,000 are going to see the millennial be their buyer because they can get more for less.
Oh, really?
Take a look at what happened to Portland, your backyard, the Pearl District, the South Waterfront, all of those. I mean, when I came in, I saw no less than 15 cranes out of my hotel window to the downtown market for Portland. That's so exciting.
Now, let's say I want to list my home. What would you suggest?
Listen, my best advice are the 3 Ps. There's pricing, there's preparation, and there's presentation. And so first and foremost, pricing, the most accurate, is imperative. You have the technology to do your research, know your market, and don't overprice. Preparation, remember you have to think like a buyer when you're a seller. They don't want to look at your stuff, they want to look at your home. So decluttering is important. And last but not least, you know, in your preparation, pops of color and design on a dime, or nice simple thoughts, fresh flowers even, to welcome somebody to your home.
What are the biggest mistakes that you see listers make?
Well, I'm going to go back to that pricing, because number one,
that's important. That's super important.
I will say that we're in a market where bidding wars are happening in almost all the sectors. And when you're not listed properly and you don't get a response in the first 20 people through your door are the most educated buyers. And then people often start to feel like they're chasing the market because they priced here and the efficiency of the market isn't there. And the other biggest mistake from my experience has been people thinking when they're selling their homes that they should renovate to sell. And 99% of the time, I always say renovate for yourself if you're going to stay there. If you're leaving, sell it and let that be the new buyer's responsibility, but also they want to make it their own. They'll pay more money for the right bones and make their own imprint to it than paying for somebody's renovations that they don't like.
So any tips when it comes to the digital age for buying and selling? So what we should keep in mind online?
Well, I think that knowledge that is so powerful and the access to it, you can find out so much information in real time. So I could put in my zip code and tell you how many number of units and homes are on the market, how many are in contract, and what sold in the last 3 months. And to have that in a concentrated manner, the professional like myself, I can bring that information to life. So don't be fooled by all this information being the only thing you rely on, because there's always a story to subtleties to the market that makes sense of why something traded for less or more.
Right. I would think too that you would online, you're able to do so much more, but you definitely should pay a visit, shouldn't you, to the home?
Absolutely, but you know
there's
what?
something.
With all of the technology that we have, the virtual experiences with the drones
Right.
and this dollhouse
Right.
technology,
That's incredible.
we are seeing that the millennial generation is taking the first step at buying things sight unseen.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, if you'd like more information, we'll put a link on our website at k2.com. Good to see you. Thank you so much for all your information.